Known for his gritty storytelling, intricate rhymes, and controversial lyrics, Eminem has had a profound impact on the music industry, breaking numerous records and setting new standards for rap music. However, he had a rather sad childhood and upbringing. Marshall's life began as a challenging journey, even before his birth. Debbie Mathers, his mother, married Marshall Bruce Mathers Jr. at the tender age of 15. Less than 3 years later, she endured a harrowing 73-hour labor, almost losing her life while giving birth to their first son, who would later be known as Eminem. Following this tumultuous start, the family relocated to North Dakota, where Marshall's father was supposed to assume the role of assistant manager at a prestigious hotel. Bruce and Debbie, both musicians, led a nomadic life across the United States as part of a band named Daddy Warbucks. Their itinerant lifestyle barely sustained them as they scraped by playing gigs at Ramada Inns. Given the challenges of parenthood, Bruce Mathers, confronted with the responsibilities it entailed, chose to abandon Debbie and their newborn son. The Mathers marriage came to an end in 1975 through divorce. Debbie, grappling with the aftermath of Bruce's departure, went on to have another son named Nathan with a different man, who also disappeared from her life, mirroring the fate of Marshall's father. Following a span of years during which Marshall received care from his father's aunt while his mother juggled various menial jobs, Marshall and his mother decided to relocate to Michigan. They settled in unassuming, working-class neighborhoods in Detroit. Throughout many years, Marshall found himself as the sole white teenager in a predominantly black community. Rumors circulated about Debbie's alleged physical abuse, particularly directed at her older son, the perplexed young boy who would later evolve into Eminem. Eminem, as he would come to be known, faced challenges not only at home but also at school, where he frequently became a target of bullying, if and when he managed to attend classes. His most haunting adversary went by the name of D'Angelo Bailey. At one point, Bailey's physical brutality resulted in the future superstar being in a coma for several days. Eminem's 1999 track Brain Damage squarely assigns the bully label to Bailey. D'Angelo Bailey, a fellow student and the school basketball team center, was implicated in a 4-month period of relentless torment against Marshall. He assaulted him during recess, cornered him in a restroom, and inflicted a serious head injury by flooring him with a hefty snowball. Despite acknowledging the bullying years later, Bailey audaciously filed a $10 million lawsuit against the rapper. However, the judge firmly sided with Eminem, dismissing the case and eloquently delivering her reasons in the form of rap lyrics. Marshall's strongest bond was with his Uncle Ronnie, described by family members as a gentle spirit who detested guns to the extent that he was discharged from the U.S. Army. Eminem's inaugural exposure to a rap song occurred at the age of 9 when his late Uncle Ronnie introduced him to Reckless, a 1984 track by Chris the Glove Taylor and David Storrs featuring Ice-T. This song was part of the Breakin' soundtrack, marking the first appearance of Ice-T on an album, following the release of a couple of 12-inch singles. Despite being not much older than Marshall, Ronnie shared the world of rap with his nephew before tragically succumbing to a gunshot wound. His death was officially ruled as a suicide. In 1989, Marshall made the decision to leave school. While academics were not his strong suit, his proficiency in English proved beneficial as he delved into the realm of writing rap lyrics. At the age of 14, Eminem, alongside high school companion Mike Ruby, ventured into the world of rap using the monikers Mannix and Eminem, the latter eventually evolving into the iconic Eminem. As a high school dropout, securing a decent job became a formidable challenge for Eminem. Despite participating in rap battles on a small scale, he struggled to make ends meet. Post his departure from high school, Eminem faced expulsion from his mother's home, leading him to seek shelter with his then-girlfriend, Kim and Scott. Undeterred by these difficult circumstances, he clung to his passion for hip-hop, channeling his energy into songwriting under the stage name Eminem. During these trying times, Mike Ruby, Eminem's partner from the talent show and high school, suggested that he join him in the kitchen and dishwashing duties at Gilbert's Lodge, a quaint, family-style restaurant in St. Clair Shores. Neither of the rappers had initially envisioned turning their $5.50 an hour job into a long-term career. Marshall and his lyrical partner embarked on recording numerous tracks in Ruby's basement. With the help of an insurance settlement, Ruby, who went by the name Mannix, established a basement studio dubbed Basement Productions. However, when Eminem decided to take his rhymes beyond Mannix's basement, he encountered a lack of receptivity. Despite his talent, few were willing to listen to a slender white individual rapping, particularly within the African American community. Undeterred, Eminem transitioned into a battle MC, engaging in verbal sparring matches with anyone willing to challenge him. He honed his skills in venues such as the Hip Hop Shop, a now-defunct fashion and music boutique located on Detroit's northwest side. On December 25, 1995, Eminem welcomed his first daughter into the world, naming her Haley Jade Scott. He and his then-girlfriend, Kim and Scott, became parents at a relatively young age. During this period, Eminem grappled with the challenges of building his career, taking on menial jobs to ensure there was food on the table for his family. Living in a perilous neighborhood, the rapper also faced the recurring threat of house robberies. Adding to the difficulties, Eminem found himself dismissed from jobs for reasons unknown. Despite these hardships, he devoted time to penning songs dedicated to his daughter. Among these, the notable track Mockingbird emerged. Regardless of the obstacles they confronted, Eminem consistently endeavored to play an active role in his daughter's upbringing as she navigated through her formative years. Following his termination from employment and eviction from his residence, Eminem ventured to Los Angeles to participate in the 1997 Rap Olympics, an annual nationwide battle rap competition. Eminem secured the second position, catching the attention of an intern from Interscope Records named Dean Geistlinger. Dean requested a copy of the Slim Shady EP, which Eminem provided, and subsequently, it made its way to company CEO Jimmy Iovine. Iovine played the tape for Dr. Dre, a renowned record producer, founder of Aftermath Entertainment, and a founding member of the hip-hop group NWA. Eminem, who had admired Dr. Dre since his teenage years listening to NWA, felt a mix of nerves and excitement about collaborating with the iconic producer on an album. Eminem recalled, "I didn't want to be starstruck or kiss his ass too much. I'm just a little white boy from Detroit. I had never seen stars, let alone Dr. Dre." Consequently, Dr. Dre signed Eminem to his Aftermath label, and they released an independent EP titled Slim Shady. Eminem characterizes his alter ego, Slim Shady, as the evil side of me, the sarcastic, foul-mouthed side of me. That same year, 1997, that their relationship hit rock bottom and Kimberly decided to leave with their child. She also forbade him to meet Haley. This has a negative impact on Eminem as he started doing drugs and alcohol while battling depression. Eminem released the Slim Shady LP in February 1999. Although it was one of the year's most popular albums, certified triple platinum by the end of the year, he was accused of imitating the style and subject matter of underground rapper Cage. The album's popularity was accompanied by controversy over its lyrics. In '97, Bonnie and Clyde, Eminem describes a trip with his infant daughter when he disposes of his wife's body, and in Guilty Conscience, which encourages a man to murder his wife and her lover. Guilty Conscience marked the beginning of a friendship and musical bond between Dr. Dre and Eminem. The labelmates later collaborated on a number of hit songs, Forgot About Dre and What's the Difference, while also providing uncredited vocals on The Watcher from Dr. Dre's album 2001. The Slim Shady LP has been certified quadruple platinum by the RIAA. Following the release of the Slim Shady LP, Eminem initiated his own record label, Shady Records, in late 1999. Eager to provide an outlet for D12, and with his manager Paul Rosenberg sharing the vision of establishing a label, Eminem and Rosenberg joined forces to create Shady Records. During the early 2000s, while on the anger management tour, Eminem received word that former House of Pain member Everlast had ridiculed him in a song. Everlast claimed that, in passing at a hotel lobby, Eminem had given him a weird look. The Dilated People's All-Star track Eardrums Pop remix featured Everlast's verse with a thinly veiled reference to Eminem, "Cock my hammer, spit a comment like Haley/I buck a .380 on ones that act shady." In the same verse, Everlast warned of potential repercussions, stating, "You might catch a beatdown out where I come from," recounting the incident. Feeling offended by these remarks, Eminem and D12 swiftly embarked on creating a retaliatory song titled "I Remember." This track served as a public rebuke, targeting Everlast and addressing the incident with potent lyrical blows. The music video for Just Lose It sparked controversy for satirizing singer Michael Jackson's child molestation trial, plastic surgery, and the 1984 incident in which Jackson's hair caught fire during the filming of a Pepsi commercial. The video faced a ban on the BET channel following complaints from Benzino and others. However, it was later reinstated, with critics of the ban pointing out the continued airing of Nelly's Tip Drill video. Both controversial videos were exclusively featured on BET Uncut. In contrast, MTV opted to keep airing Just Lose It, and the video quickly became one of the most requested on the channel. A week after the release of Just Lose It, Jackson called into the radio show of Steve Harvey to report his displeasure with the video. "I am very angry at Eminem's depiction of me in his video," Jackson said in the interview. "I feel that it is outrageous and disrespectful. It is one thing to spoof, but it is another to be demeaning and insensitive." The singer continued, "I've admired Eminem as an artist and was shocked by this. The video was inappropriate and disrespectful to me, my children, my family, and the community at large." Many of Jackson's supporters and friends spoke out about the video, including Stevie Wonder, who called the video "kicking a man while he's down" and "bullshit," and Steve Harvey, who declared, "Eminem has lost his ghetto pass. We want the pass back." In 2002, when Eminem released The Eminem Show, it earned a 4 rating out of 5 in the Source magazine. Despite this, Eminem expressed dissatisfaction, believing it deserved a perfect score of 5. He attributed the perceived bias to the Source and its co-founder, Benzino, suggesting that his race influenced the rating. Beyond voicing his discontent in interviews, Eminem went a step further by refusing to engage with Benzino to promote his new film, 8 Mile. When Benzino sought an interview backstage during Eminem's performance in Puerto Rico, Eminem declined the opportunity. Subsequently, Benzino recounted the incident in an interview and responded by dissing Eminem in a freestyle. Later in 2002, Benzino released Pull Your Skirt Up and took shots at Eminem with lyrics like, "The 2003 Vanilla Ice, how you playin' it, / if you ask me, you really ain't that nice, you overrated." He also referenced Eminem's response to his album reading, saying, "You was unsigned hype before you ever met Dre / I birthed your little career, now you owe your life to Ray." Eminem responded by Invasion, The Sauce, and the well-known Nail in the Coffin. Judging by the lyrics, the rapper pulled no punches. He poked fun at things like Benzino's rapping skills, his age, his gangster act, and his weird business practices. During the same period, Eminem secured a cover story with XXL magazine, a move that inadvertently fueled a feud between the publication and its competitor, The Source. Ja Rule, who maintained positive relations with The Source, harbored resentment toward Eminem, particularly due to Eminem signing his rival, 50 Cent, to his record label. Ja Rule expressed his grievances through the release of a song called Loose Change, where he insulted Eminem's daughter. In retaliation, in 2003, Eminem and Shady Records unleashed a series of diss tracks targeting both Ja Rule and Benzino. These tracks included Bumpheads featuring G-Unit, Do Re Mi featuring D12 and Obi Trice, Hail Mary featuring 50 Cent, and The Conspiracy Freestyle. In response to Shady Records' offensive songs, Benzino retaliated with Fallin' Down, where he dissed both Eminem and 50 Cent. He also forged an alliance with Ja Rule, collaborating on additional diss tracks, including Untouchable. Towards the end of 2003, Benzino unearthed an older Eminem record titled Foolish Pride, featuring racial slurs. He shared the song on the Source's website and published its lyrics in a magazine, likely thinking he had struck gold with this discovery. However, when Eminem directly addressed the offensive lyrics and offered an apology, his fans forgave him. Meanwhile, the hip-hop community had already declared Eminem the victor in the feud. Eminem continued to release a few more diss tracks, taking shots at both Ja Rule and Benzino. However, in 2005, he decided to bring the feud to a definitive close with his collaboration with Obi Trice on I'm Gone.